Hi, I'm Pop LaCourc. We are here at the Cimarron Firearms booth at the 2025 SHOT Show, and you want to introduce yourself for us?
My name's Greg. Been working with Cimarron for about the last 8 years now, and we're enjoying the SHOT Show this year. And we've got a new rifle, which is the 1873 Nueces model. There was a Texas Ranger back in the day. His name was Captain McNelly. And so Captain McNelly was fortunate enough to get issued a Winchester Model 73 with the Texas markings on the barrel. That is the star S, the T star S here on the barrel.
Yep.
And that was very rare. The state of Texas only purchased a handful of Winchester 73s. They generally had Sharps rifles, which all the Texas owned rifles that were owned by the state of Texas and issued to the Texas Rangers by the state of Texas had this T star S marking on it. Okay. So that's how you can know if you have an authentic, genuine Texas owned, Texas issued rifle,
Right.
if it had that stamping on the barrels. So anyway, this is in 45 Colt. We also do it in 357 Magnum. Mr. Captain McNelly, he was down on the Nueces Strip, which is on the Nueces River running down south through the Uvalde country. And so we named this the Nueces model after that area because that's where he was in charge, and he cleaned out all the Indians in that whole area through that Nueces Strip territory. And so a lot of history there. We know that his rifle would have seen quite a bit of action, if you will, back in the day. The thing that's unique about this is for Cimarron, we don't do a round barrel in a 24-inch actual rifle, which has the crescent butt stock on it, right? In the actual rifle configuration, all of our previous 24-inch barrel lengths have been in the octagon barreling, okay? So this is the only all blued, and that's another thing that's different because all of our rifles are color case hardened.
Yep.
So this is the only blue frame with the round barrel configuration that we do because that was in the fashion and the configuration back in the day of the way his rifle was put together.
Amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so in our catalog, that would be the only round barrel 24-inch sporting rifle with a blued frame, no color.
Amazing.
So again, this is called the Nueces rifle, 24-inch round barrel in 45 Colt or 357 mag.
I'm glad you said Nueces because I'm East Coast Yankee and I would have butchered that.
That's Texas lingo right there, right?
For sure.
Absolutely. Now, the next rifle that's new is this 1873 model. And this model is called the John Russell. And where it is coming from is from the 1968, 1969 movie called The Hombre.
Right.
Paul Newman starred in the movie The Hombre, and he carried a rifle in this exact configuration in that movie. This is a 20-inch heavy round barrel in 45 Colt. We also offer it in 357 mag. But you notice it has the button magazine on it, not the full extended. Again, this is the only 1873 model that Cimarron offers that has the short button mag on it. All of our others have the full magazine length, right? So this is a very unique gun, again, as well with the blued. So those all affect pricing too.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Absolutely. So for somebody that is Hollywood specific, Paul Newman fan, the movie The Hombre was a great old Western movie.
Just watched it the other day.
Did you?
After I read the press release about your rifle, I checked it out. Yeah.
Oh, good, good. A lot of people feel like that was one of the true best cowboy Western movies of all time. It was a very well received movie back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, again, this is the John Russell model.
Thanks so much, Greg.
Okay, you bet.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Do we
While
want to,
while we're here, I just got a comment about how much I love the 1887. So
The
it's
shotgun.
such a fun gun.
Yes.
Such a fun gun.
and a new thing on it is we're bringing it out now in the 26-inch barrel. So this is the 20-inch
Right.
right here.
That's the one I've been shooting.
So
Yeah.
we're just bringing it out now in more of a field sporting rifle.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
In the 26-inch. We've been getting a lot of requests for the longer barrel lengths.
Okay.
So we're excited to have it rolling in here now. All right.
All right.
You want to talk a few revolvers?
I would love to. What do we have here, Greg?
Okay, so this gun right here is brand new. This gun is manufactured by Pieta. And this is we've had the Holy Smoker in our line for years, but it was always the original finish and everything from the movie gun, 310 to
Yep.
Yuma,
Yep.
right? 310 to Yuma
Yep.
with Russell Crowe,
Yep.
right? This was the gun that he had. His gun was blued with a color case hardened frame, and it had a gold cross in it, crucifix. Okay, and we still carry that gun, but this was a new finish that we just came out just to give a new look to it, right? And so this is in the white. This finish is what is called in the white finish.
Okay.
And then the crucifix is 100% sterling silver. So anyway, that's a new look to it. We've got this gun in stock. We only do this gun in 2 calibers, 45 Colt and 357 Mag.
Okay.
Yeah. Now this gun over here, this is a really cool gun. We're excited about this one. Cimarron has recreated the 1847 Walker.
Well, this will sure get the job done if you can find a fence post to rest it on while you take aim.
Into a conversion model into 45 Colt only, right? But what's neat about this is that it offers, and you might want to zoom in on this, what's called the Thur. It was the last name of a Frenchman back in 1850, 1852, somewhere right in those years. A Frenchman by the last name of Thur. So this is called the Thur conversion. And you can see that this gives you fire here, right?
Yeah.
So you're
Okay.
you're in safety or you're in fire, right? So it gives you the ability to have your loading gate here.
So you can
Moving-
carry 6 rounds?
So you can, yes, so you can carry 6 rounds and you can have your fire and your safety and carry it with your hammer down, right?
Yeah.
And this man created this
Yeah.
in about 1850, 1852, Mr. Thur did. So anyway, we're excited about that, to have a 1847 Walker that's actually available in 45 Colt now.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a cool gun. Now, as far as a couple other pieces, we've got this Teddy Roosevelt right here. President Teddy Roosevelt back in the day, he carried a 7.5-inch 45. He had an engraved gun. This is the engraving pattern that was on his gun. And he had his initials. Of course, his grips
Oh, yeah.
were real elephant ivory back in the day. This is just a poly ivory synthetic grip. But the TR, right, for the Teddy Roosevelt initials that he actually had on his own gun.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
What
absolutely.
a great legend.
You
he
bet.
is.
Absolutely. So it's got the engraving here all over the back strap. It's got some nice, pretty engraving here on the recoil shield and all over this gun. And then the other thing we're doing that's kind of new, and this gun, the Teddy Roosevelt, the Holy Smoker, both those are in stock now. And then this is the Arizona Ranger. And we're doing the Arizona Ranger now either with or without an action job.
Okay.
So in the past, the Arizona Ranger has always had the action job on it and the competition spring kit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want the Arizona Ranger with the action job and spring kit, we call that the comp or competition model.
Okay.
So it's now the Arizona Ranger comp if you ordered it, right? Or if you don't want the action job and spring kit, you just want a normal, regular action on your gun, it's the big iron. So
Oh.
now it's the Arizona Ranger big iron,
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
And of course, it'll be a little less expensive as
Okay.
well without the action work
Okay.
on it. So anyway, that's a little bit about what Cimarron's doing new and got coming now.
Okay. Two things. First off, who are these guns made by? Did you tell me and I didn't listen?
These two are manufactured by Pieta,
Okay.
and then these two are both manufactured by Uberti.
Okay. All right. And then earlier, before we started, you started showcasing your products. We were talking about dry firing, and a lot of my audience is interested in about dry firing and what damage it can cause and what different manufacturers' philosophies are. So, can you tell me your point of view on that?
Sure, be happy to. So we don't really recommend dry firing. Our gunsmiths, when we're talking to our gunsmiths, they absolutely do not recommend dry firing. So if you're going to dry fire a gun, don't do it a whole lot. You know, if you're sitting around and just playing with your gun a little bit, just to do it a few times, it's no problem. But if you're really going to be dry firing your gun a lot, 50 times, 100 times or more, then really recommend getting some snap caps and
Okay.
loading your gun with snap caps. It can damage the firing pin. Dry firing the gun can damage the firing pin itself, and it can also damage what's called the firing pin bushing, which is on the inside of the recoil shield of
Okay.
the gun, where the firing pin comes through the frame. It can damage that bushing that the firing pin passes through.
Good advice. Good
So
advice, Greg.
if you don't use snap caps, it can lead to sending your gun to a gunsmith
Okay.
to be repaired.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people will be happy, maybe not happy to hear that, but
Right.
benefit from hearing that.
Yeah,
So,
it's fun not to have to do anything, but snap caps are definitely recommended.
yeah. Well, thanks so much, Greg. Appreciate
Okay,
you taking
yeah,
the time out
sure.
for us.
Thanks for-
Love Cimarron. Love your culture.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We appreciate it much.
All righty.